Now, not strictly 2mm, but I use this 22 gauge silicone wire because it's so flexible. And I'm going to use one of these. Now, these clamp the wire down here at the end. You insert the wire through this hole. And the screw rotates as it squeezes the wire. I know from experience that this rotating is okay on solid wire, but it will cut stranded wire, cut the individual strands. So I'm going to tin both the red and black. Now, this has a flag on one side that says ground. That's usually the negative side, unless you're working in the telephone business. And it's got a strain relief here. And then don't unscrew these so far that they fall out. They fall on the floor, you curse and swear, and you still can't find them. Just skin this a little tiny bit. By a little tiny bit, I mean that much. Could not do this with wire that had anything but silicone insulation. Otherwise, the heat would travel back the wire and the alligator clip would penetrate the insulation. I'm going to put a shitload of lead on here. As much as it will hold. Same goes for this. It's pregnant with lead. The black side goes to the flag. Now, if you've just loosened the set screw up a little bit, this will push in until the insulation hits the screw. You see it's far from the coming through. Put a little piece of shrink wrap on it. These things come apart right here, and when they go together, this little flat H-shaped thing goes into two grooves. Not that you can see them, but there are two grooves here, and they go crosswise. Come on. And they go across at right angles to this hole. So we'll pass the black wire through the hole and just get it out of the way. Now if you intend to put more pieces of shrink wrap on, do it before you install this. Strip it again, just like a little tiny bit. This time we're not going to solder it or tin it because it just barely fits through that hole. Just hardly at all. Slide this back down. There we go. The projecting wire doesn't seem to interfere, so you don't really have to cut it off. So grabbing onto some little, in this case, golden, in this case, there we go, a little golden hook eye, and I can move the voltmeter around, and the wires are so flexible it doesn't disturb these things. Now, I've made this out of the same, well, I used my last red and black wire to do this, and this. And see, I can stack this into a voltmeter and then daisy chain them together. I guess I should have followed the nomenclature. I did paint one edge of this red and one end of it red to try to give me some visual indication. This is a tactile indicator.